I'm Anna from Craft Me a Card, and I love crafting for the crafter, and that is you. Thank you so very much for joining me. I had to at least post a video this month because my craft room has no power whatsoever. I am working off an extension cord and I have 2 lights going on. I hope that's enough light for you. But I will try to post more than a video a month, but at least 1 video a month. But in this particular time, I have not been able to post because our home almost caught on fire the first week of January. Keyword, almost. Thank God we were home and we caught the fire on time. We had about 8 firemen walking in and out of our home for about an hour and a half. Thankfully, we are okay and nothing was lost except for 2 walls they had to open to get to the source. Right now, we're just waiting for the contractors to have some time to come repair the damage, and hopefully that will be soon. Well, I felt the need to post this video because a follower on Instagram, I do post more often on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, I invite you to go on over to Instagram and follow Craft Me a Card. Well, anyways, she told me that she had some pressed flowers but had not used them yet. And I was like, what? So I want to share a small project that I made time for to gift a set of cards to a wonderful young lady who helps in replenishing the flowers at church. And she gives me the ones that they're about to throw away so that I can press them. So I made this set of cards for her, and I thought it would be a great way to show some quick and easy ideas on how to use your pressed flowers as soon as you get them out of the presser. So here is the first card that I have here, and these were actually not pressed. These are those like paper flowers, kind of like that you see. They don't need to be pressed. They dry like this, and they're fine to be used on cards. They give quite volume, and you could press them. They will be okay. And I also added a little bit of those purple also paper flowers there. When I say paper flowers, they're natural flowers, but they're considered paper flowers because they feel like paper and they feel almost dry like paper. But anyways, what I did here is I just embossed the background here, and it just says happy birthday. It's a 3D embossing folder of happy birthday. And I added a little bit of ink, inked the edges just to add a little bit of distress, and I added a for you die. Here at the bottom it just says for you, and of course this is a happy birthday card. The next one is one that I've done in the past, and this is just a bicycle, a die cut of a bicycle, and I added some flowers there in the basket. I added, this is done with the smushing technique, the background, and I added some sequin, embossed. Actually, I didn't emboss. I used a stencil and I used some paste, some white paste on there with some hearts, and pretty easy and quick. I had a little bit of ink here, a little bit of I think it's watercolor, brown watercolor. I think I used the Stabilos on that. And yeah, it created a cute card, and this is blank inside for her to use for whatever she would like. Here's another one that I also used the die cut of For You, but in this case I die cut it in gold, embossed again a background, inked it up a little bit, and I added these roses, these tiny pressed roses, along with some baby's breath. This is dry baby's breath. It is not pressed. I just grabbed it from the bunch. And of course, I inked the background. And again, this one is for congratulations, so she could use on whatever she wants. Wedding, graduation, you name it. This one is a dried, this kind of flower they use a lot in wedding arrangements, and it dries a little yellow, and I felt it a little bit dead. As you can see, it's a little brown, so I added some glitter to it, and that just changed that flower completely. Again, same technique on the background, embossed with a little bit of ink, added some sequin, a bow, and then this die cut banner with the stamp Celebrate on it. And this one is a congratulations card, and I just used this rose that I love so much. It's a 2-color kind of tone, and I just added the embossed background, added a bow, and voila, it is ready. Super cute. This one is a yellow rose, which is just beautiful. Again, embossed background, add some sequins to it, a bow, and a little happiness, and you got yourself a birthday card. Another one here, same technique, same idea, birthday card. This has a white pressed rose, and this is using a 3D embossing folder. Just by adding something dimensional to the back, a little bit of color and a sentiment, sequins always elevates a card. That was done. Same thing with this one, same idea. Happy birthday, beautiful. This is a carnation 3D embossing folder. Actually, this is not a 3D embossing folder. This is a regular embossing folder. Added some sequins, and there you go. Birthday card. Here's another one. Big white rose. Same thing. Here's another one of those white flowers that I was telling you. Some take on browner color, some take on lighter color. This one's kind of like yellow. I love this 3D embossing folder that I used here. Added a little bit of blue and added the bow. And I added blue because the card base is actually blue and this card base is green. So I added a green little bow and this carnation, white carnation. Super cute. I really, really like how these cards came out. And last but not least, it is this like sunflower. It's a big one, and this card base was also yellow. So that's why I went with the yellow flower. And I just added here for you and put a little bit of glitter on it. And there you go. So I did a total of 12 cards for her. I think she could use them. I didn't include any funeral ones, any condolence cards, and I'm thinking that I maybe should. Unfortunately, you know, funerals are something that we can't get away from. They always happen in our lives. But anyways, so I hope these ideas helped you in kind of like finding ways to use these pressed flowers that's quick and easy, and it's quite fun. I really enjoyed making these backgrounds, different colors. So anyways, I will in the future come up with more ideas for pressed flowers. All right, so for me, this is it today. Thank you so very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Click the notification bell, like, and comment. All these things help us out tremendously. Thank you so very much for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.